Latest development out of Geneva, Switzerland. Over 60 wealthy nations join WHO COVID-19 vaccine plan. That's what we're going to talk about today. If it's the first time on my channel, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And thank you for your support, all those that have been on this channel for a while and helping me to grow to the 1,000. Big respect to each and every one. Geneva, Switzerland. More than 60 wealthy nations have joined the WHO background program to facilitate poor countries access to coronavirus vaccine. But the US and China are not on the list published Monday. The World Health Organization, as in coordination with the Global Vaccine Alliance Group, Gavi, and Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, CEPI, create a mechanism aiming to ensure a more equitable distribution of any future COVID-19 vaccine. But the mechanism known as Covax has struggled to raise the fund needed to provide for the 92 low-income countries and other economic that quickly signed up. WHO has encouraged richer nations to step up to the plate by the end of last week, and when the deadline fell, 64 were on board and another 38 expected to join in the coming days, the three organizations said in a joint statement. Among those who have signed up are the European Union, on behalf of 27 EU nation member states plus Norway and Ireland itself. The United States, which under President Donald Trump relentlessly criticized the WHO's handling of the pandemic, and which is in the process of withdrawing from the organization, is not on the list. And China, where the novel coronavirus first surfaced last year, is also absent. The purpose of the COVID facility is to try to work with every country in the world. Gavi chief Stet Beckley told a vertical briefing when asked about China's absence from the list. I can assure you that we have conversation and will continue to have conversation with all countries, he said. Not charity. In addition to working to get more countries to join Covax, Beckley said there was also an ongoing dialogue with vaccine production companies or countries about if they have successful vaccine that comes out, how we can make sure they're available to the world. The aim is for Covax to lay its hand on 2 billion doses of safe and effective vaccine by the end of 2021. But the mechanism is facing a range of significant challenges, at least a serious funding shortfall. The WHO said that as some US 38 billion is needed for its overall ACT accelerator program, which include Covax, but also global collaboration towards developing and ensuring equitable access to tests and treatments for COVID-19 and strengthening health system. But so far, it has received under US 3.0 billions of that. WHO chef Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus voiced opinion that so many countries representing nearly 2/3 of the global population has agreed to participate in the mechanism. COVID-19 is an unprecedented global crisis that demands an unprecedented global response. He said in a statement, warning countries against scrambling to acquire vaccine stock from their population alone, for their population alone. Vaccine nationalism will only perpetuate the disease and prolong the global recovery, he said. This is not charity, he told journalists. It's in every country's best interest. We sink or we swim together. He's saying here now that every countries need to be into this. He said 60 wealthy countries. So there are a few low profile countries, and if they're among the 60 wealthy, I have some questions. According to our news here in Switzerland, Johnson & Johnson since January has been doing their best to come up with a vaccine, and they are working, let me just say, diligently at it to find a vaccine that can help. So therefore, the Johnson & Johnson's products that are going on the market, let me leave a question sign there. So they want a safe society. It doesn't matter if your country is wealthy or not. But according to this report here is that they are depending on those that are wealthy to come up with the funds to help to bring this forward so that people do not die from COVID-19. When we're hearing this, that Donald Trump, United States Commander-in-Chief, has withdrawn himself because he doesn't want anything to do with this. And as you realize that he doesn't wear a mask, so therefore he knows that he's not going to get COVID-19. And as far as many are concerned, he's living off hydrochloroquine. That's an assumption, we don't know. But the WHO needs some money, and they are depending on those that are rich to help to stimulate this program and to bring it to success. Many of you think we're going to have what you call chips in our bodies, but like every medication on the markets or in the hospitals, we need funding. We need US 38 billions to overall this ACT, acceleration program. So therefore, money is going to pump out of some countries. And I can understand when they say it's not charity. But my question is, are the hospitals going to give it for free, this vaccine, at the rate of how people are being contacted with the flu virus disease? And if they're going to pay, how much will the costs be? My viewers and subscribers, lend me your views on this. Lives are at stakes, and your lives depend on this, because if you catch COVID-19, let me just put it like, if you catch malaria, if you catch dengue fever, if you have a little bit of some cough and some cold, you might end up being tested positive for COVID-19. So Miss Corona is not here to bar you out of it, and therefore your lives depend on it. So once again, this is JCon TV out of Zurich. And as always, I'm saying to each and every one of us, in this time of COVID-19, I'm stressing on it. Sneeze in your elbows, wash your hands daily. Don't scratch your face, your nose with your dirty hands. And as we know that the dengue fever, the malaria in Africa, the dengue fever in the Caribbean, they are on a rampage and they look like COVID-19. So therefore, you know that wearing your mask is an obligation. It's an obligation. Don't get this twisted or wrong or start thinking something different. When it's needed, wear your mask. Where it's needed, avoid being standing behind the next person's back. Because why? If they sneeze, they won't know a time that they are infected and they can sneeze on you. So take care, my friend. Walk in peace. Shalom.